quad.
So just one time so you can be done?
First, she wanted 12 kids.
Now she's
Another
talking about
one, like,
what?
at once?
Yeah, nah, you tripping.
That's a lot.
Give me my phone.
I want like a whole single file line.
Like the ducks.
Call me Mama Duck.
Well, that's a blessing.
Hey guys, welcome to Late Night Love Ties. My name is Char, and we have today, what do we have?
Hey everybody, my name is Emma.
Hi, everybody. This is Shalon and Jaju. Esther.
Hey, you already know, man. Welcome back to Big Dog. You feel me? Say what's going on, everybody? Yeah.
So you guys know this is the podcast where we talk about relationships from a Christian perspective. So we're gonna start off with one point from last week. Is it easier to have certain responsibilities in a relationship or share them? I think it's easier to share the responsibilities. I feel like it's harder when you put each gender in a box and it leaves some stuff being left undone when one person doesn't want to do it. So, what do you guys think?
Go ahead, OG. Welcome back. Go ahead, go first.
The OG is back. Yeah, okay, so in my opinion, I think the easiest is to actually, like, everybody just, you pick your own, what you want to do. I don't think share it is like, okay, if one day I don't want to do it, you don't want to do it, who's going to do it? You feel me? So I don't think sharing is the best way. I don't think sharing is the best way.
In my opinion, we can share as long as we're in our respective roles. So obviously, a man has his role and a woman has her role.
Mm-hmm.
We can, as long as we stay in our roles, and if something, a situation occur where if I do have to step in or he has to step in into my role or wherever the situation is, we can be a backbone for each other. Now that's the sharing that I would say is acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And a relationship is coming in and just, okay, like, sometimes he's gonna need to pick me up. I can do that. I can do both ends. It's not just only just focus on yourself, because when you're in a relationship, it's not just yourself. So the sharing is not a problem in your own respective roles, in my opinion.
Okay.
I would say I like people having their own roles, but just be able to share when it comes down to it. Because I think about like a company, everybody knows what they're supposed to do. And if everybody's trying to do the same thing, you have two people doing one thing and nobody doing that thing that also needs to be done. But when somebody calls out or is on vacation, you still know how to kind of cover for that person too. So I think of it as a company, like a business, everybody has their main part. So I could expect you to cook or I could expect you to do this. But if you don't, we don't have to fall apart and get into argument. I'll cover you or do my part to help maintain the household, aka company. So that's how I see it.
I 100% agree with Esther and
Thank you.
Emma. I know that. You didn't have to tell me that. I had to think about it real quick. I think gender role is very important, but when you are in a relationship, it's a partnership. So there's no my role, your role. It's a partnership.
I feel like now a lot of people, like, say the guy, for instance, he'll be like, I'm not cooking. That's what you're supposed to do. What if she's not a cooker? Like,
We're gonna have to eat out every day.
About the
His
whole
pockets better be like, his pockets better be up there.
But if
He
you
can't cook.
But if you enter the relationship, that's something that you both should already know. If I already ahead of time let you know, listen, I don't know how to even boil water. Now you can expect me to.
Okay, but here's my question. When I love. So if I can't cook and I'm like, this is my guy, I'm gonna go learn how to boil that water.
I was just about to say that. You go,
Like,
oh,
that's my
seriously.
guy, like, I'm gonna go learn. And if he really loves me the way he said, he might put me in a cooking class. Like, there's always opportunity to growth. Never enter into a relationship where it's just I don't do this and that's period. how are you gonna grow from that? What's the next step from that? It's not always gonna be the same.
I 100% agree, but some people just don't like cooking. If they don't like cooking, there's not enough love in the world that's gonna make the person wants to do it. If they just don't want
What
to
about
cook.
the love for yourself? What if, okay, there is a time where you're not in a relationship and you're by yourself? I mean, God forbid if you are in a relationship and your person goes first, what you gonna do?
Like me, right now,
You're not gonna you don't love yourself enough to cook for yourself. What about pop tet power, bro?
Look how much noodles shacks you.
No, for real.
Oh gosh.
Just make sure I don't die every day.
Right?
That's
They will
love.
give much noodles, McDonald's every single day,
No, for real.
and they're still here.
I eat food out a lot.
Why not that? Gen Z.
No, for real. And then the next question is there anything you're willing to not do or something that should be left to the opposite gender in a relationship? Like,
I think last week we talked about the
We're
trash.
I'm not rolling out the city trash bin.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
not doing it.
if he's sick in bed, I'm finna take
Exactly.
the trash
I
out. But if
think
he's
once in a while it's okay.
Have y'all ever done it?
I have. Well, for my dad.
Yeah.
Once in a while it's okay. Every day, every week it's a no. But
I wouldn't
once in a
mow
while
the
it's
lawn,
okay.
though.
No, seriously.
I wouldn't
There you
mow the
go.
lawn. That's on
So let me ask you a
Grass
question.
to
If
grind.
y'all was just by yourselves, y'all would have done everything.
No, would have paid for some things.
You okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
landscaping company.
When
But-
I lived by myself, well, obviously it was an apartment. We had valet trash. So I just
Yeah.
Yeah, you throw your yeah. So you took your own trash out.
Yeah.
I can take it to the bin.
I'm just saying
I
though.
can
You
take
took
it to
your
the bin,
Uh-huh.
but the bin itself,
uh-huh.
I'm not lollying that thing to the street.
Man, si tu étais pour quarto, you would have done it.
I would call
my
my
thing-
dad,
but-
bro.
So where's the sharing task in that? If you're not even willing to like, if you guys just have a strict
said-
like no, one side y'all got a strict no, but other stuff like it's
Like,
like
what
y'all
if he's
picking and
sick?
choosing. It's like
Yeah.
y'all picking and choosing
I
what
choose
y'all want to
not
share,
to
but
lolly the bin.
huh?
I choose not to. Lolly
What
the
if he's
bin.
sick
yeah.
or out of
Somewhere by them
town?
inside. What if I? What if
I was
say,
just,
What do you mean?
I
That's
was
your-
gonna
that's
say
the
like,
man role.
what if he's like, what if the guy you're with is like the cooker and the cleaner, and he wants you to like mow the grass and take the trash?
There are people out there like
No,
that.
seriously.
There's people out there like that.
Trading places now. That's pushing it.
There are people like that now. I know a couple of my brothers. They great cooks. And their girls don't cook at all.
I would like a man that knows how to cook.
That's crazy work, yo.
But yeah, me personally, if I have a man that's at home, I don't think I should be taking the trash out on a regular basis.
Yeah.
On a regular
Once in
basis.
a
On a
while,
regular.
it's okay.
Yeah,
So
no,
let's
it
just say if
is.
he's running late from. So let me ask you this.
I said on. Yeah.
Emma,
Ooh.
if your husband is running late from work and the trash is tomorrow, well, you see, you're gonna still expect him to get it, aren't you? Because the trash is
It
tomorrow.
don't matter what time
He's
you
gonna
get
have
home.
to
You
get
gotta-
it eventually.
He
huh?
goes crawling in.
Jesus
He's coming
Christ.
home just like
He's coming home.
Just like eventually, if I'm running late, I'm still gonna make sure dinner's on the table.
What if
Eventually-
somebody's out of town or sick? Like, you'll do it, right?
Do what?
Take
Roll
out the
the
if he
trash.
has the flu.
Okay, let me tell y'all. What happened.
It don't
I
seem
got
like Emma
PTSD.
get near the
Okay.
trash. It's something about the trash.
She said she got
I got PTSD.
reason.
I had to roll it out one time.
Yeah, I'm figuring.
That's
I'm figuring.
what
It
happened.
fell everywhere.
Oh, yeah, when the garbage
That's
juice get
what
on you,
happened.
that's
I'm
different.
not doing it no more. I'm not doing it no more.
Oh, you know what? You have a point.
that's
If we
why.
had a
No.
big dog, I wouldn't walk it because I've been
Yes,
dragged.
you know,
Yeah,
you
getting
know.
dra-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get it.
Is there anything
Yeah,
else
I do.
like you guys are willing not to do that should be left to the other gender?
I do it once in a while. I don't mind doing it.
But anything else? Like everything else?
What is
I don't
everything
know, not-
else, man?
Like, is there anything
Guys,
you
I
just
mean,
like?
that's why I'm
no.
nah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
strict. I'm strict on gender roles. Like
No,
you have
gender
your
roles for
part,
sure.
you got your part, I got my part, and I'm
Roll-
stick
yeah.
to my part. I make sure I do my part well. But
What if
Not-
she's like, this week I want to cut the grass. Can you cook this week?
I'm gonna tell her no.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't cook.
Yes.
Solid.
Love that.
I don't. I really don't cook.
I love
Okay,
that.
gender role, I 100% agree. But don't forget that it's a partnership. If your wife say, "Listen, honey, I'm really tired. I'm not able to cook today. Can you make something?" And if you know how to make that something, make it.
Cause here's the thing, though.
You said no?
No, cause no. But here's the thing, though. This is why I'm saying
You got
no.
PTSD?
Nah, I don't.
Okay,
No.
Zay, let me ask you this: do you know how to make any type of meal?
I know.
So you know how to cook.
I know how to cook. Yeah.
So your wife says she's tired. She's not able to cook today. you're not gonna do it just because of gender roles.
No, it's not because of gender role. It's just that's not my place at all.
To cook a meal?
To cook.
You sound like
a
you sound like
family
you're gonna
meal?
get in trouble.
No,
That's
not a
teaching
family
me-
meal.
Are you gonna get in trouble?
I'll
if
do
you
it.
cook
I'll
or
do
something?
noodles, right? Y'all say people.
That's cooking.
Hey,
That's
okay,
I can make
noodles is
noodles.
something.
But if you know how to make something better than noodles, it's not a big deal. You're only making it that one time.
Here's the thing, though. Let's just say I just woke up one day. I said, "Babe, I don't want to work no more. Now you gotta start working."
Then she finna get to
And
work.
she-
Then she finna get to working.
Nah.
That's two different things.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's the same thing because
No,
that's
it's
just
not. That's
a,
two
a,
different things.
a provider.
It's all the same.
A provider, right? Is like a man's
So
role
so let me ask you
to
this.
provide.
So once you have a wife, your wife no longer has to work.
She don't. No.
That's
Okay.
T.
No.
That's good.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
I'm gonna make
Clock
sure.
that.
No,
Clock
yeah,
that.
one.
Okay, now I understand she should have the meal on the table every day.
Yeah,
That
you
one
feel
is
me?
just home
that
Now,
means he's
here's the
gonna
thing,
hold
though.
up his
Yeah.
part
Now,
every
I
day.
give her the option. If you don't want to stay home, that's fine. But nevertheless, when I get home, like I need
You're still
something
gonna
to eat.
expect that something to eat.
I want something to eat.
I'm sorry, but if you're a home wife, stay at home wife.
Yeah, I was gonna
usually
say
it's
it's
that-
different.
There's no excuse.
But
Like,
did you hear
I'm
what
sorry.
he said?
no, but
It
I
needs to be
give
on
her
the
the
table.
option though.
But did you hear what he said?
What did he say? Maybe I
So
didn't hear
if
it.
she do decide to go to work
That's her choice.
and he go to work, that's her choice.
But dinner still
because-
needs to be on the table.
There still needs
Because
to
she
be food on the
doesn't
table.
need to go to
Because
work.
she
She
doesn't
chose
need
to
to
go
go
to
to
So
work.
the
She
person
chose.
can't have a.
No, you can have you. Listen,
The
you can
person
have
can't have
your
a
own-
lazy day.
you
The
can
person
have
can't
your-
feel like a day that when she's tired, she's not able to cook.
But
Listen, you
hold
better
on,
go to
do you expect
Longhorn,
a day where
get the
your
food
man
and
is
put it on the
lazy,
table. Come on.
or do you expect him
My
to be
man,
like,
my man is
like?
really, really tired. He could wake up with one day and say, "Baby, I'm calling out. I'm calling out today." If I Bethlehem, say, "Muni, I'm calling out today, baby. Baby, have a you day." There's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that.
as long as
Yeah.
it's one day and not like the
That's
whole
every
job.
day.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to go quit your
No,
job,
too
but
much
on
of-
one day,
Too much of lazy days is just gonna create a habit right there.
come on.
It depends.
I mean, it got
I
like
didn't
you.
mean to say that.
For me,
I mean, look, I'm not saying that she's gonna ask her to be cooking every single day, but once in a while, once a year, as a partner, and you know how to do what she's asking you, it's not a big deal.
Maybe on Valentine's Day, Zay.
All
Give
I'm
them
gonna say
Valentine's
is
Day.
that
No, we going out to eat.
sometimes we go through seasons as people like mental health or loss in the family
You
or
want that
medical
day.
illness. So I mean, you sound super strict and like you give no room for life.
And there's no such thing.
So that's kind of scary, at
I
least
know.
in my opinion.
I've seen it
But-
done, and they're happy. They're happy.
Baby,
together.
life
How
will
many
humble
years?
you. would
That-
think.
huh?
How many years?
Bro, they died. My grandmother and my grandfather. Strict
You
on
think
their
you knew
strict
the-
on their
He's
standards. Strict
referring
on.
to like the traditional.
That's a
gender
Haitian
roles.
I'm like-
tradition. That's a
I like the
Haitian
traditional stuff.
I don't mind the
like this
gender
new age
roles,
stuff,
but
bro.
my thing is, I feel like there's no grace or mercy for like
Exactly. For me to just have
for
a
like
day.
yeah. Because sometimes
I
we
know,
go
I
through
mean,
things
I
in life
in
where
the
you
Haitian
just
community,
it takes
like,
you
I see
down
it, like,
for like
I've
a month.
I've seen it. I know these two people. Husband sat at home all day. Wife went to work from 5 o'clock in the morning.
then come home
When
and-
she
No.
got home at 8 o'clock, he like, I ain't eat all day. And
But
guess
you
what?
was
She
at
got in
home all
the kitchen.
day?
Yeah, he don't know how to make nothing. That's the
How you gonna be home
and
and
she
not
got
learn?
home and she
There's
cooked
too
for
many
her.
red
But
flags.
but here's the thing. That's her pleasure. That's her joy.
Yeah, she loved.
She
She
loves to
yeah.
do that, to take care of
Why
her
was he
husband.
home every day?
Since 7 a.m.
Why didn't he work?
Come
I'm not
home.
coming
He
home.
was-
Oh, you've been at
it was
home
8
all day.
Oh, you made it sound like he stay home all day every day.
No.
I
I'm about to
come
say,
home
it's a
at 8
problem.
p.m. and you're gonna tell me, "Oh, baby, I have not ate all day, baby." There's Burger King, there's Haitian
No,
restaurants,
no.
there's any type of food that you
Yeah.
want.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, you waited for me all day.
but for
You
real,
didn't eat nothing all day.
No,
you wait
no,
for
no.
me. I'm about to cook
No,
up
seriously.
something.
No, wait. You're
I'm
about to
you
cook?
wait for me all
He
day.
was at home doing nothing.
Like you, that mean you didn't want to eat nothing but from me.
Fuck, you munching on frigidaire?
I feel
want
like
fresh.
I feel
You
like
want the
that's
fresh
kind
meal.
of selfish. If you
Yeah.
know someone's working all day and you still didn't eat, and you know they're gonna come home probably tired,
And
you're
expect
like,
them to
well,
cook.
I'm still hungry.
I love to cook,
I do it.
and I love to cook for somebody that I care about, that I love. But baby, if I've been out all day and I'm coming home late, don't expect nothing from me. 'Cause I have
I
nothing
mean,
to
if you've
give.
been home all day, I'm
Oh,
like,
What are you gonna eat?
Oh,
What are you doing?
Wherever I'm at, guess what?
There's Burger King right
I mean, if he cleaned or fixed stuff around the house,
that's an
okay. But
opportunity
if
to
he
have
just sat
a
there,
family dinner right there, cook. You guys can sit down and eat
Emma.
together, togetherness.
About Emma.
Yeah, listen, they ain't seen each other all day.
Yes.
And here's the opportunity to sit
And
down
guess
and
what?
to eat the
a
food
meal
that he
together.
made for us,
not-
for me when I got
no,
home.
sh-
So we
Ugh.
sat together and ate. That would have been more.
Emma.
I cooked.
Baby, I love cooking.
No, I know.
And when I love someone, I love to cook for you.
Yeah, but you're not.
But if I've been at work all day
All day. I come
and I
back.
just got home, I just did a 12-hour
He's
shift.
like, I'm still hungry.
That's your
Emma.
daily duties.
When I
Emma.
went to work, that's his.
When I
duty.
grew up,
You
I'm like,
gonna turn him away
I
too?
go into work.
When you get into
He
bed,
did
you gonna
it.
turn him away too?
That would have been you, huh?
I'm
Why your
telling
mouth
Hey.
open? Are you gonna turn him away when you
I'm hungry. I need
when the
something.
bedroom time?
Welcome
Are you
home.
gonna turn
There's
him away
kitchen.
too?
Out of sleep is different. Like
No, it's not different. You're denying him. Period. So you're gonna continue to deny him? If you're gonna deny him one
Why
time,
was
you might
he
as
at
well
home
deny
all
him
day?
all the way.
Why
He
was he?
off that day? That's
Oh,
his
y'all
off
didn't
day.
say that.
Just
What did
like
he-
the
but
self-care.
did he
Listen,
fix-
the self-care that she was talking about, that was his day. He took it for himself. So he ain't had to get up and make himself nothing.
know-
to eat.
you
He
know
knew
what
his
my mom
wife
do?
was gonna come home and cook for him.
My mom is a wife that
You chose to stay home
loves
today.
to cook.
He didn't chose. It was off.
My mom is a wife that loves to cook for my dad. You know what she does? Her days that she's off, li fait même 3 légumes. Entendez? Li
Leftovers.
fait légumes.
To last.
Non, ça fait li fait légumes, li mette yon dehors, li fouize de.
See, but that's
That's
But
thinking
that's
here's the
ahead.
thing, though.
preparing.
That's her looking into the future because she
Yeah,
knows.
she's
Right.
preparing.
Yes,
I
no,
want to,
seriously.
Yes.
if I want to relax, I'm gonna cook ahead of time.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
when he does come home, he still
He
has
has
a
something
meal.
to eat.
Yes,
That's what
yes,
she
yes.
does.
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
she
Yeah,
still,
yeah, yeah.
I was
she
little, she
still
always
makes,
does that.
So you're proving
think-
the point. She still made sure he had something.
No, you talk about
fresh.
coming
So-
home and then cooking a
Cooking the
fresh
food.
meal.
She
That's
don't
a
come
whole
home and
different.
take it out the freezer. It's still gonna be something fresh that
Yup.
she whipped up. She didn't have to do it from scratch, but she started from. She still got to pull it out. And
That
do it.
m'ga
So-
comprendre.
Stick in the microwave
Just
a couple
so-
minutes.
Okay,
That's
so
not
if
hard.
you pre-prep the food.
Just to clarify,
Just like when you get a case of chicken, you ain't gonna kick it all at one time. You're gonna clean it. You're gonna put the eggs in it and put it in the freezer, right? Okay,
yeah.
so do that.
just
Have
to
it prepared.
clarify, he stayed home for a self-care day, right? Like he has a job, and I didn't have to go to work all day, right? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like I didn't have to go to work all day. He just stayed home like for this one day. He's going to work tomorrow, right? Okay. I will cook. I'm like it's different. All right. The next question: what does happiness mean to you, and how do you pursue it? Happiness to me is like peace from within. As long as like you're praying every day and you have peace from within for yourself, I feel like that's what happiness is to me.
Ooh.
Inner peace.
What does happiness mean to me? I don't want to copy what you're saying when it comes to that, but I really think it's peace. Like,
Yeah.
not the peace within. You feel me? That makes me happy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because there's a couple of times where you looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, bro, I don't even want to be here no more, and stuff like that. You feel me? And then not only peace within, but peace outside as well. That goes for family members. That goes for your spouse. That goes for your kids and all of that. As long as you see them, like, benefiting off the peace that you bring, like,
Yeah.
that's also like true.
Nobody's even back like we volé, so
Yeah, which is good. Peace of mind, peace at heart, physically, body, and all of that. That's how I see peace. Yeah, happiness actually. Yeah.
For me, it's making a positive impact in other people's lives. So if I have a talk with somebody and they're like, thank you, I feel so much better, or if I'm able to help financially or give a ride, like, that makes me feel really good to be able to help. So watching people struggle around me and I can't do nothing, it really, like, and I know I'm not God and I know I can't save the world, but sometimes it's like, it kind of sucks because you feel like kind of useless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're struggling to take care of yourself and other people. You're just like, dang, what am I even here for? Not in a suicidal way, but it really feels good to be able to, like, just help somebody's day go by better. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for the leeches.
So serious.
No, for real.
But,
I think we need
you know,
to tone it down a little bit.
It's a
Everybody
deep
was-
question. Like,
what happened?
No, she said a deep
it's so
question.
deep.
My answer? Did it make your day better?
Yes, it did.
I'm happy.
You see
She's
it?
happy. You made her happy.
I'm happy. I can go to sleep now.
And then
But it brings me joy.
you, Emma, same thing.
Currently, right now, my happiness is my village. So just having a strong village, knowing that if wherever I lack, they'll be able to pick up. You know. So if I'm missing something, especially with my daughter, man, like. I say this all the time. Motherhood is so easy because of my village. You know, I don't have to rumble. I don't have to rush. If I need a break, they're there. So, like, currently my
Village is really big.
yeah,
no, seriously.
man. It's
Imagine
like
doing
it's
it
very
alone.
important. Like when they say it takes a village, it takes a village. So that's where my
really
happiness
does.
is stemming from right now. Yeah, and I find peace in that. You know, so it's like whatever problem I know it comes my way, it's like I don't have to attack it by myself. So that's big.
So, the next one says, is your happiness in a relationship something you're willing to compromise temporarily?
No. It's all depends.
Temporarily.
Depends.
How
Can't say
long?
depends.
How
long?
Depends our diapers. You can't
Um,
say
tempor- like, say you guys-
Depend. Como te depend ako yun?
You asking me?
Oh, it depends.
Like, say you guys are going through a rough patch and, like, obviously you guys aren't happy about that. Like, is it something you're willing to compromise? Like, without knowing how long you'll be unhappy, but knowing that it'll get better?
Yeah, no, of course. If it brings peace, I'm down for it. It don't matter what it is. There's times I just want to sit on the couch and play Madden all day. But then, you know, she come at you nagging like, ew, you gotta get up. Like, you can't be doing this all day. Like, you feel me? If I don't sleep on the couch, if me putting Madden aside, me sitting down all day, just wanting to play Madden all day, doesn't land me on the couch, I'm willing to just give it up or whatever. I still got tomorrow. You feel me? Even though we know, like, we don't know if we're gonna wake up tomorrow, but nevertheless, just the hope of tomorrow. Okay, I'll be able to sit down and play Madden all day or something like that. Like, I mean, but it's not gonna be no forever thing. Nah.
And
ain't
in
putting
my
myself-
opinion, you want to be very careful, and just from my own experience as well, tread lightly when it comes to giving up happiness.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
when you
self-serious.
give up something and you don't get what you are respecting in return, there's that seed of regret
No,
that starts
facts.
to
Yeah.
manifest.
Yeah.
Right? So then now you start to look at this person differently because you're just like, yo, I gave up this for you and I'm not getting nothing out of return for it. So if we're talking about giving up happiness, I think that's a conversation that needs to be understood between whoever you're giving it up to. And just understanding, like, if I'm willing to sacrifice this, what are you willing to sacrifice? They gotta, now this is where 50-50 gotta come into play, because you never want to give up anything that compromises who you are, because you're gonna always, and if you don't get it reciprocated back to you, you're gonna regret it. Like, that's, for me, that's been my experiences. It's never failed me. I don't know about anybody else if they want to be honest about it. I've seen it numerous times. Pride as in what?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's no.
It's not.
No. If you have I feel like if you have a conversation with that person and you guys are on the same page, it's not really a compromise. It's an understanding at this point.
I feel like there's points in a relationship where you guys are not always gonna see eye to eye. So it's just like,
Why would you not want to see eye to eye?
it's
Like,
not that you
should
don't want
always
to,
wanna
but
see
But you're
every
two different
relationship
people, so
goes
you'll
through-
never
every
always
relationship
be on the
That's
same
why you
page.
should always continue to learn each other as you are with each
Yeah.
other, because people change, things change. I get it, but change with the what's changing. You know, don't stay the same person forever. I mean, you're not gonna be the same person forever. You might not be. You're not gonna be the same person tomorrow. Something's gonna change, but you gotta let that be known. But a conversation definitely needs to be happened before you just, I'm gonna give up something, only because the backlash of regret can happen. So.
You know, compromising your happiness it's all depending on what
Yeah, you gotta
What you're
tread lightly with
compromising.
that.
it's all depend on that, because I've seen where like women in certain situation where like they compromising their, like, let's just say I don't even know how to put it into word, like something happened to the men, and then all of a sudden the men decided to take it out on the woman. And in her head she's like, you know what, I'm compromising my happiness
That's
right
what
now.
I'm-
Yeah, I'm compromising my happiness just so like I wait when he's, you know, yada yada yada, It all depends.
Yeah, but in that case, you think like you would be willing to come?
No.
No, not in that case.
No.
Really?
I mean, I
No.
agree.
Because that sounds
Yeah, no.
temporary. Like it sounds like something
No.
you'll get over.
You
so.
ain't gonna beat on me.
No. Something
Oh,
physical.
not beating.
Oh,
No.
you
Oh,
said physical? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
I didn't hear
yeah,
physical.
that's what
I thought.
heard too. I was like,
said
I didn't
take
hear
it
that.
out
I
so it
did
can
not
be
hear that.
verbally. But
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear physical. No,
Because
no.
certain
We better not
because
be
that's how
Don't
some
do that,
some
guys.
women, that's how they see it as.
Yeah,
Like
no, no.
they're compromising this and oh he's gonna get better. Oh
No, no, no.
yeah
It's
he
the
he,
ones-
he
yeah,
never
it's
done
the
this
ones that always
before.
say, "Oh, I'm gonna change him." That's the ones like you. Like,
Exactly.
No.
I don't
He
think so.
he never done this before. He's this is the first time he ever slapped
the
me.
first call
This is the first call out. I'm gonna compromise my happiness for now.
I
You
don't think to
know.
laugh. I don't mean to laugh, but
Oh, he
First
went
call
into
out
the
is crazy.
account and he empty out that account. But that's okay. You know
No,
what? That's
no,
okay.
no,
That's
no.
okay. I'm gonna compromise it for now. We're gonna get no.
right.
That sounds like me.
The compromising
I don't
is all
know.
depend. It's all depend on the situation that we are in. That's where the compromising coming from. If you beat me, no. If it's an investment, then yes.
Right.
Compromising.
anything physical,
Anything
nah,
physical?
nah.
No.
No.
Because if I tell how many women,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I've seen a lot of men, in situations like that.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Yeah.
A lot is crazy. I've seen a few.
I've seen a lot. I don't know about you guys. I've seen a lot.
Been there.
I've seen, hey.
Jesus.
So let's say the relationship starts off like good, and then like the honeymoon phase is over, and like it's just like constant arguments back and forth. Like
What are we arguing
how
about?
long?
Yeah, you gotta have
Like-
a conversation. If you're arguing, it's because there's a reason of confusion. There's a confusion happening, so just figure it out.
It's always a
Half of the
it's-
time, a
it's-
lot of things can be fixed with a conversation. A lot of people just too prideful to sit down and
have a
look
conversation.
and have a conversation.
And
So
make
many things will be
adjustments.
fixed with just a simple conversation and understanding. Don't sit there and have a conversation with somebody and then it's going one ear, not the other. No, you gotta listen, talk, and understand.
And sometimes we jump into
conclusion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
anytime-
be jumping.
If you're
Well, I
confused
used to.
about
I used to
something,
be
just
jumping.
have a conversation. It's simple. Just have a conversation. How are you scared to have a conversation with somebody?
And it's crazy, bro. At your age, bro, you telling me
Yeah, I do.
we can't
It's a
even
little-
talk at your
Yeah,
age?
like, come on.
What? The minute you ask a question, why you
somebody,
asking me?
somebody defensive. Why?
Like, yeah, bro.
It's usually 'cause
quick.
they have something
I'm
to
like,
hide.
what?
So the last question I have, it says, can two unhappy / hurt people work together to make a healthy or trusting relationship?
Not if they're expecting each other to heal each other.
Nobody can
You
heal
know what I
you.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
depending on each other, can
Only-
they work together to make a...
Only Jesus heals.
Y'all chill out.
Wait, what she said?
Only Jesus
kill each other.
heals. So
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Too unhappy. No.
You can't expect
like-
that person to heal
You're
or fix
putting
you.
a
But if
negative
you
and a
guys
positive,
both
you're gonna get a
agree
negative.
to seek
just can't work it
therapy or Jesus
can't work.
It can.
separately,
It can work
Come
if
together.
they're willing to do the individual work
Right.
first. I can't fix anything. Again, only Jesus heals. So you need to heal your inner hurt first, and then I'm gonna heal my inner hurt, and then we'll come in the middle, and then we can move forward. But if you think I'm gonna fix what somebody did to you past whatever, I can't do nothing with that.
You
'cause
can.
Gonna,
So y'all
How
really
am I
think-
gonna fix
y'all really
it?
think
You can.
two
How am I
unhappiness
gonna fix
people
it?
can
I feel
be
like
together?
a lot of people mask
Nah,
it.
it depends
in the
on what they're
beginning.
if they do
committed
the inner
to.
work, if they
Yeah.
do the inner
If
work,
I'm
It can
unhappy and you're unhappy, but I'm looking at you like, but I'm not depending on you to fix my happiness.
Right.
I'm going to
I
church.
have my
I have
own therapy I'm going
mentors.
to.
I'm
Yeah.
reading books, and you're doing your part. We could come together, talk about,
growth.
So,
and then because the
what if
two
one
people could serve
person's
as
doing the
mirrors to each other and be like,
one person is doing the work in the
That's
relationship.
no, then it won't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of there.
In my
Yeah.
opinion,
Run for it.
two unhappiness people cannot make it work.
They can.
They can.
The level field have to be leveled. Two unhappiness people cannot make it work.
They just have to be committed to growing.
Two
That's
miserable
all.
people cannot
yes,
make it work.
They can.
No.
Two miserable people can.
No.
They can.
miserable.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's why
No.
she emphasized it. Hey.
Why not then?
How? Y'all
We
still-
just told you. We just told you what they
What y'all
do.
telling me? I still can't see. I still can't picture
What's
it.
missing a lot of these days now is work. No one's willing to put the work in. Put the work into yourself and put the work into
People
the
expect
relationship.
when
Yeah,
you
other
walk into
people
the
pick them up.
relationship
expecting to walk
like
into
you're healed
La La
already.
Land.
A lot of people mask it in the beginning, like
Yeah.
they'll both look okay, and then like the little stuff start popping up, and you're getting all these red flags. I'm like,
God forbid y'all fell asleep on the couch and you see them start fighting. Like,
I'm
what
like,
the minute, what's going on?
yo, no.
It's the relationship where it's the relationships where they expect me to come healed. That's the one that just be like,
You
okay,
have to
so
get rid
that
of
there's
that.
no room at all for us to grow.
Right.
Because let's just say, right, we're gonna bring what you had mentioned from the past relationship. You know, she hurt me or something like that. I come at you in a way where I'm projecting my anger of her towards you. Are you not gonna like help me out? Like I know, like sit down with your man, and be like, babe, I know what you've been through, but I am not this person, and we'll work on it together. Where's the growth at if I'm just supposed to come into a relationship perfect?
No,
We're
one's
not
telling
talking
you-
about
no one's telling you
perfect.
to come
Healed,
into the relationship
if you
Não
say-
tá com
perfect.
quantíssimo.
Because the way I see when people say healed, like you gotta come
No.
perfect.
I said it's okay for two negatives to come together, but as long as the other person is willing to do the work, you can't just one person cannot do the work by themselves.
Why is two negative coming together?
Because two
all
negatives
negative,
make a
dog.
positive.
What I said.
We all got
I said
issues.
They're gonna do the work.
What happened?
Two negatives make a positive.
Yeah,
Because
misery
ain't no
does
way.
love
'Cause
company.
they're both gonna be miserable.
If
not gonna
you're
work.
talking about if they're gonna change, it works. If they're not going to change, yes. it
Why
does
you
not
gotta
work.
wait when you come into my life to change? Change before I
Because
come
you-
into your
you
life.
know what you mean? You
Hold on,
can help
hold on.
them.
You can-
Yeah.
you
If
can
you
make-
got the answers, why you don't want to share it with
Listen,
me?
but you can't.
But no,
so you're
think
not
about
gonna-
it. Sometimes
if you
it
meet
takes
somebody
the other
in
person
the
to show you
process
yourself.
of healing, they're canceled.
I'm sorry.
So
I
in the
don't know.
process of healing, they're canceled. No opportunity.
What do you?
Listen,
I thought
Yeah,
about
that's
Vovin
a
Junior.
good
When Emma, listen. For me to be unhappy.
Everybody needs love.
Monkey unhappy too. Who's gonna?
Well,
No, we're not putting that responsibility on nobody but yourself.
I'm just asking for a helping hand.
But
Right.
If
How
I'm
am I
willing
gonna
to,
help you if I'm
willing,
unhappy? I cannot help you if I'm unhappy.
no, but if you are happy, because there are areas
you
where
are supposed to. Why are you not happy? You need to be working on being happy.
So she's saying that's why she should stay
But okay,
single.
but that's what she's saying though.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
Work on yourself before you come to me.
Can I say
Emma,
something?
I would not go into somebody else's life. I know I'm miserable myself.
Can I say something?
Like that.
Can I say
That's
something?
your neg.
Jeremiah, can I say something?
Go ahead.
it's already broke. My plant already broke.
Okay, so from my point of view, I'm the type of person generally who don't go around caring about what people think about me, right? So if I get involved with a guy that I like, and I'm not saying I'm gonna change to impress him, but I do care about what he thinks about me, obviously, because I like him. That's when I could see my flaws better trying to deal with this guy. Like, he serves as a mirror.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting him to fix me. But if it wasn't for him in my life, there are certain things I would never know about myself because I actually care about
I
how
agree.
my actions and words like affect him because I want him to stay.
There's-
So if I'm realizing that there's things I need to change, if I like sometimes I don't see how much pride I have until I'm trying to deal with somebody that I like, and I keep yelling at them like, ooh, you know, and I scared them away. It's like, crap, maybe I came off too hard. And then I start thinking, I start praying, and I start reflecting. But I wouldn't see all of that if I was just trying to stay single and get perfect on my own, because I wouldn't care about
You're never
anybody
gonna get
else's
perfect.
reactions.
I
Yeah, exactly.
agree.
But
You're
I'm
never
just
gonna
trying to
get
say, like, as a single person, like, if I scare away somebody I don't really care about, I'm like, all right, good, good riddance. But if I scare somebody, you know, or if I upset somebody I do care about, I'm like, hold up, maybe I could have said that better. Maybe I could have. Why am I like this? And then that's when I go seek my, you know what I'm saying? So
I agree. I think it takes a certain person to bring out like flaws you didn't know you have. So like one of the flaws that you might think is not that big might be their red flag, and they're like, "Oh, you're miserable." Like, so it's just like,
and then it forces you to look at yourself, right? And then you start growing. So so she gonna say.
Start the working process.
But that's, and you know what? And that's what marriage is actually more about than the lovey-dovey stuff that we fantasize about. It's about helping each other come to a higher level because
I feel like
we see each other better. You know, we reflect each other, but we
there's
don't
some
heal
things.
each other.
There's some things that you might do that somebody might not like. Like they might think like you might be going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't know. I feel like you can't see everything that you might want to change until you find somebody that you really like. What you think?
So the
person I really like is somebody as miserable as me.
Maybe they're not miserable, but maybe they have some red flaws that you might not like either that might make you think they're miserable or
Because
going
the
through.
question is, can two negative
No, two unhappy people.
come together?
Let me read it again.
And build.
Yeah, can two unhappy / hurt people
Really?
work together to make a healthy /
To make-
trusting relationship?
They definitely can.
No, you cannot.
As long as you put,
If
if
I'm
You know,
They're
you still, have,
willing
you
to
still
put the
haven't
work
given
in.
us the reason why it can't work.
Like two hurt people?
Two hurt people.
You're not giving them
fix-
grace to
Come on, get grace
to
time.
become better.
Give your, thank
No,
you.
that's what I'm saying. You can give yourself grace to grow, and then
Mm-hmm.
we keep saying individual growth.
So
though.
listen, if
We keep
I'm
saying
already
individual
unhappy,
growth.
I'm going to give myself some grace by not getting into no
What if you're
relationship.
like you have some past hurt that like you carry deep inside,
And then
like
he
that
has
type of
the
hurt?
same type
no,
of
not
hurt?
the same, a different type.
different type magazine?
All I'm saying is every single person have so many flaws. The way you talk, nobody should get in a relationship
No,
at all.
no.
Because we could say we're happy
listen,
and
we
we're not,
all-
and
No,
then
that's
life
not what I'm
hits.
saying.
I'm telling you, life hits. You get together happy.
That's
Life
not
hits,
what
and
I'm
it brings
saying.
out a whole
About
bunch
some
of
I'm
trauma you didn't know. Her man could say, "Take out that garbage." She's like, "Oh my God, I gotta tap my garbage. I can't." And he's looking at her like, "What's wrong with you?"
From what I'm getting
And then
from the
you work
question.
on it, right?
From what I'm getting from the question, right? So let's just say I'm depressed.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I'm
Depressed about like just depressed in general.
depressed in general.
Okay.
So let's just say I'm depressed, right? Therefore, now I'm not happy.
Mm-hmm.
I have ugly thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
I don't mean like low down in the.
I understand. God forbid, I went somewhere. Let's just say I went to a restaurant. I met a gentleman. We started talking. We started clicking. Yada yada yada. Come to find out, he's depressed too.
Yeah.
Unhappy in the same way. She said different issues. You can't help somebody with the same issues.
Yeah,
This
the
is
same
different
issues.
issue.
Y'all
You
just
could
gonna
have
bring each
different
other right
issues.
down.
I could be depressed for one thing. You could be depressed for another thing. Depressed is depressed. I don't want it. Okay, I do not want it.
What if like you're depressed and he has like some childhood trauma that like only comes up sometimes, like like it only comes up sometimes, like yeah. Just because people, you don't know everyone that's hurt, like you know what I'm saying, like you never know.
See,
That's
That's
two
what-
different things. That's not the same topic. It's not.
Hurt is different. Like
I
feel
think
like
if
there's
you're
different type of
walking
hurt.
around unhappy and miserable,
Where are you outside?
and
Just
somebody's showing interest in you and you like them, you could be honest and say, "Hey, this is where I'm at right
This is what
now."
I'm going through.
And then if they decide to stick around, you know,
Nah,
then
if
y'all
he
can work
says-
together.
If he
but
says, "Yeah, I'm going through the same thing, baby," I'm walking away.
No, seriously, the same thing is kind of crazy. The same thing.
yeah, you can't help each other.
Nah,
or unless
yeah,
y'all go to the same
yeah.
support group or something.
Maybe I
know.
don't understand it, but I'm sorry. But for me, it's a no.
So no,
No, for me.
for you, no.
But
I mean,
the
it's a
other
yes for me.
three say yes.
It's a yes for me.
Emma.
Like there's things,
Yes?
yeah.
God bless them.
A hurt person, don't we think that a hurt person is actually getting into a relationship?
It's gonna hurt.
Healing?
Yeah.
Exactly. And now,
No, they're
not all the
seeking-
time.
I don't think
not
you
all
should.
the time.
No,
No,
I don't
feel
think
like
you should
To
get in a
seek
relationship.
healing, I think.
No,
So I feel
I
like
think
The question is two hurt people, so don't you think if a hurt person is willing to get into a relationship, it's more so to find
to find somebody
no.
To find
I
healing.
think, like Gabe said,
But to
misery loves
find
company.
healing.
So maybe it's
Yeah.
just
healing.
for
Yeah.
comfort.
So how am I gonna heal?
No, I would be careful about that because then I feel like you're looking at the other person to heal you again.
exactly.
So what I'm saying is, I'm hurt. I'm going through this. Maybe I know it, or maybe I don't know it. But I'm attracted to you. It's the attraction. You ever met somebody, or even if a friend, you're like, I don't know why I like you, but I do. Something about you I can't explain.
That's the only
No, I said a friend. So like same sex or something, not romantically. I'm just saying, you ever been drawn to people without really knowing why sometimes? So like a divine, that's what I call divine connections, right? So when you're attracted to somebody romantically, you like, I know I'm going through this, but for some reason, like, I like you in my life or whatever. And if you know what you're going through, you could be kind of honest, like, you know, at a smart point, say, hey, but I'm going through this, da da da. But if you don't know you're going through something, because sometimes we don't know what's in us until that person brings it out. But I wouldn't say go into a relationship, say, you're going to fix me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be happy because of
Yes,
you.
yeah.
I'm going to be
I
happy
also
because of
I
us.
wouldn't-
Now, that's when you're messing up.
Yeah.
I also feel like some hurt people, like, someone said, they might be getting in a relationship to heal, but like I said, they might just want company. Like they might not be willing to change, and I feel like that's
company at home won't be okay.
Nobody's truly okay.
Don't
That's what I
come seek
believe.
company from me when I'm depressed myself. Okay.
I feel like nobody's truly okay. I'm telling you.
Matter of fact, if you are depressed, take yourself somewhere.
I
Go
agree.
get-
I,
go get
agree
healing.
I agree with you if that person's gonna sit in that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
If
different.
you're sitting in that,
But
that's a no.
That's the thing. When two people comes together and they're both miserable, they're both unhappy.
But they're trying to work
But if
themselves
it-
out of
how
it.
the turnaround?
wait.
How?
I'm not
How?
miserable.
How?
I'm not miserable.
Impossible.
I'm not miserable, but
Baby, I understand 100%.
Okay,
what
let me
you're
ask you a
saying.
question.
Anything can
Is there a possibility that two negative people or two hurt people, whatever the verbiage is, whatever y'all want to use, is it possible
miserable,
that they can grow together? Two unhappy people
Yes.
can grow
And become
together
happy.
and become happy. Is there a possibility?
as friends,
No, not as friends, as in a relationship,
yeah.
and you know stuff like that. Is there a possibility that that can happen?
Have you guys ever watched Snap?
No,
Get into that show.
it don't sound good. Who snapped?
Okay, first of all, Snap.
One's gonna
Snap
kill the other.
Snap is someone preying on the innocent. It's not too miserable.
Sometimes it's too miserable. This episode.
90% of it is somebody preying on the innocent.
Emma, I got your uncle.
I watched this. Not
I watched
90%
Snap.
of it is the man or the woman.
The
preying
wife,
on the
the
innocent.
wife is unhappy. The husband is unhappy. Then the next thing you know, wife flag go get
Snap.
library books to see how can I kill my husband. Or let me
my
go ahead and
God.
hire somebody to come
No,
kill my
for-
husband.
Maybe. Wait, they didn't become miserable. Like they weren't happy at first, and
I think that's what it is.
like weren't they?
Both of
They
them
weren't
was
happy at first,
they came
and then
together
like
and went-
slowly.
I tell
Everything
you,
went downhill after that.
life happens. I'm
Who
telling
wakes up
you.
one day, I'm going to the library.
No, for
and
real.
find some
Actually,
books
I'm
I
done.
haven't-
Actually, I'm
Yo,
done.
bro.
Two unhappy people. Go fix yourself first before you come to. Before you guys
But
do
nobody's ever 100%
You don't have to be
fixed.
per- I'm
So
not
at
saying
what
you-
point
I feel
of
like
your
if you're
fixing yourself do you say,
sitting
okay,
in
I'm
the
ready?
unhappiness-
There's a
What
difference
point do you
between-
know that you're good?
There's a difference between, oh, I have some stuff going on, then, oh, I'm complete. I'm walking around unhappy all day. I'm walking around miserable all day. And there
Looking
I go
like Eeyore.
meeting somebody who's just as unhappy as me, just as miserable. That's two different things. Five is in.
Dang, I forgot what I was gonna
They
say.
can start that turnaround. You bump into
Yeah, I feel like it depends on if the people want to sit in the happiness, like Emma,
Yeah.
or in the unhappiness, like Emma said, or if you're willing
Okay,
to work
explain
and
to me, how is the light gonna shine between those two people?
maybe it's not shining
There's-
yet.
okay, you're-
baby.
Maybe they're gonna inspire
weren't
each other.
born-
baby.
Like
you
I gotta
weren't
do
born
better.
in misery. You weren't born unhappy. Something had to make you unhappy and fall into this place. So it could be that you meet somebody and that reminds you of the happiness that you once had, and then boom, you start to like, you know what? I'm gonna work.
But
on
don't
this.
forget,
But if-
he himself.
He's still going
He
through
has-
other
He's
stuff.
going through stuff.
He's still going
if,
through other
if
stuff.
that opportunity presents itself and you don't take it and decide that you want to continue to be miserable, then you should be by yourself.
So
but
let
there
me
is
get
going
this-
to be an opportunity where you can get back to where you once
So
were.
what you're saying is-
he's not born miserable.
So what you're saying
No-
is,
nobody's born miserable.
once upon a time, you were born miserable.
Nobody's
You
Then
born
all of a
were
miserable.
not.
sudden, you met this lovely lady, and then she did something to you, and
Wait,
all of a sudden
born?
now
No.
you become miserable. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, maybe.
Now all of
Yeah.
a sudden you become miserable. Then you
Wait,
sit here-
miserable? I'm hurt. She
Oh,
hurt
hurt.
me.
Then all of a sudden you saw me at Walmart. Boom. Oh, this person is.
Now, if you meet somebody at Walmart, how you gonna know they're miserable? Unless they're walking around like
in conversation. If
What?
let's just say
in the checkout line.
something
By the
got-
way,
Yeah,
I'm
If they're
depressed.
having a conversation,
wanna
unless
buy
you're
some
yelling
gum?
at each other, it seems to be a pleasant one.
red flag.
I feel like hurt people
Listen,
are also
Unless you're
good
yelling
liars.
at somebody, how can
Emma,
it be?
when you first meet somebody, right? It's
Yeah.
lovely. Oh my God, I cannot
But
wait to
hurt
talk to
people
so-and-so.
are very good liars.
Exactly.
So
Emma. Eventually, he's gonna have to show up.
so
And
he's
when
showing
you
you the
first meet-
happiness whole time that you were
When you
missing,
first
and-
meet that person too, you get excited. You're not thinking about your hurt. You're like, ooh, pretty person. You
But
know,
yo,
I want to get to know him.
That's
You have
that-
different
yo,
feelings.
that's-
You don't
that
feel
person
your
taking
hurt.
you out that
Eventually, it's gonna
like
come out.
unhappiness.
yeah.
You're at that moment.
So when it comes out, you leaving? You running?
I'm happy myself. You happy with
But what if like you still find joy in the company, like in like
joy. I'm happy.
he's
you
not
happy.
he's not
Wait,
moping
where we
around
gonna get
all
unhappy
day.
Like, you want to spend like it's like you're saying that.
But he's not moping
I've
around
never-
all day looking miserable. Like, he only gets sad at nighttime. Like, when the lights come off, he's very upset.
My dog looking
No,
at
that's what.
No, like
That's
when
what
he,
happens
No, like
to a lot of
when it's
people.
time to go to sleep, that's when he's miserable. But throughout the day, he's happy. Like,
Because he's with
and
people and
he
stuff, but once
provides
he's
you
alone
the
with his
happiness
thoughts,
that you were missing.
It's a no for me still. Sorry.
All right,
Let's move on.
so we're gonna go into gems of the night. Emma, do you want to start?
I'm gonna let Zay go. Go ahead.
Why you guys?
She waiting for you to say
I
something.
see y'all didn't bash the men today, though. It's a good thing. I'm happy.
We never bash
You
the
guys
men.
did
We
good.
never bash the men.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah, just
Except
get
last
sensitive.
week. Not gonna lie,
Thank you.
they was going through it.
It was going in.
It's good that there wasn't none here.
Uh,
There was a man in the room.
Yeah, but he was in the background, so.
That's not. That
wasn't
sound
there.
like a
All
personal.
right. So, my gem of the night, there is a possibility. I don't know the percentage, but there is a possibility that two unhappy people can get together. They both heal, and they both move on with their lives. It's a big possibility. I'm not gonna tell you no percentage. I don't know the number, but just know it is possible as long as y'all willing to work towards that happiness. If both y'all just, because you're unhappy, I'm just gonna leave or something like that. We're not even gonna start because you're unhappy. Like, nah, that's it. Like, that gives, like, there's no room to grow there. And especially if you're one that wants it to work, but yeah, you're not willing to go through that mud with that person that you say you want to go through it. Like, like I said, there's no room to grow. And eventually, then I can agree. Like, it ain't no point of getting in it if both of us don't want to change. So,
Amen.
yeah, that's my
Let's see
deal.
what is he doing about it now?
Okay, my gem is that everybody has issues, so don't ever count yourself out of what God has for you in life. If you need to grow, you need to grow. If you need to learn from somebody, you need mentors. If you need to read the Bible more, pray more. But just don't count yourself out. Always know that you can get out of your funk, and don't let anybody fool you. Everybody has issues.
And don't forget God. Yeah, keep God in your
My
life.
gem for the night is if you're unhappy, fix yourself first before you meet somebody. Okay? Don't drag nobody along with you. Find the lights. Go to a church. Go to a group setting. Do anything. Before you jump into a relationship, fix yourself first. Fix yourself first. That's it. You're with me.
Now he quiet.
Yeah,
Gem of the night. I didn't think of anything. Put God first in everything that you do. Seek God, and everything else will follow. That's my gem.
My gem of the night is to find your happiness, your peace, and be very mindful when you're getting involved with anyone. We want to thank you guys for watching this week. We'll see you guys next week. Bye,
9 o'clock
guys.
to whatever time we stop. Don't
No,
forget that.
you starting that thing?
Maybe
again?
12.
Yeah, we gonna bring it back. I'm telling you, big dog is
That was
here.
good.
Stop.
All right. That was good?
And
That was
scene.
good?
Yeah.